grand final of this Division 1. Now for me there are two questions. Can someone beat Cocho? I think not, but perhaps in the chat you have more optimism than I do. 2, who takes second place? Of course the favorite is Cocho. From what I've seen from the 5 other players between Josss, Keraav, Awa, Firestorrm and WiiDii, I would put Firestorrm second. I think he's the one who showed up the best pace and the most consistency. I would bet on him. For third, I would say WiiDii because I'm NWT biased. And I think WiiDii has a shot for second. From what I've seen, I think Keraav you're going to struggle unless you find a better consistency. But I think your consistency for now is what is keeping you the most behind. You're able to drive fast timers, but lack the consistency, and we've seen that from many players. Joss has shown really great pace, but has also shown a lot of lack of consistency at times. There's a couple of maps on like 5, 6, 7 rounds where he's on fire, and then there's as many rounds where he's failing constantly on both the upper bracket matches I casted. So Joss, I think, will need a very key clutch factor. Ooh, WiiDii putting the pressure on his opponents there. Firestorrm port 19. So I think Keraav, you'll be you're definitely the most underdog of the underdogs here. Awa has shown great consistency and pace, so he can battle for like second or third. And then there's just WiiDii, Firestorrm, and I think he'll be very tight between the 3 of them. I'm also expecting Cocho to have a much harder time than we think. Cocho is the favorite, but I wouldn't say that Cocho will like score 130 points and second is at 90. I would put it differently, James. I think we will see mistakes, especially on the Firestorrm map and Fallout. But to win the rounds, you will be able to drive sub 58, like Joss just did, or 58.0 times. Okay, I got water. We got fun. We got everyone in the chat. We got hype. We got happiness. We are ready to go. Who do you like? Do you guys really agree that Firestorrm should come out second here, or? And then if Firestorrm is second, who gets third for you? Who gets third? Here we are, skipping to the first map, Me Gustas 2 by Olikyo. Hey Zik, right on time for the final. Welcome to the stream. Third might be Awa. That's a hot take there, fast. I can understand. I would rather bet personally on WiiDii. But we will see. As we're going through the first warm-up on Me Gustas 2, as a reminder, top 3 will gain a part of the community-funded prize pool €153 for first, 76.50 for second, 25.50 for third. We play as usual in cap mode, up to 130 points. So we are here for about an hour. The point distribution system is 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you reach 130 points, you enter finalist mode and you must win an additional round to secure first, second or third. Warm-up is ending. The grand final of the Division 1 of the Dirt Master is live. Cocho versus Keraav versus Awa versus WiiDii versus Josss versus Firestorrm. Let's go with the NWT driver for the first round of this grand final. Hope everyone is as hyped as I am, because we're going to see some impressive dirt driving. Great start from everyone. Cocho in the mix for the moment. He's only 4th. I'll be trying to hype anyone anytime Cocho makes a mistake or drops a bit. Keraav with an early mistake. Cocho is just 0.1 being everyone else, but the pack is incredibly fast already. Most of the drivers avoid the gear up. That's where we see the most... oh, it's Awa! No, it's Josss! Josss with the bonk, the first bonk in this final. Firestorrm in the battle for first with Awa. Cocho comes back strong over to WiiDii. WiiDii with a strong hand! Can he snipe? Firestorrm first, Awa second, WiiDii third. And Cocho 4th. Alarm! Alarm! Cocho is washed, only 4th. Alarm! Let's go with him into the beginning of the second round. WiiDii and Cocho with a little trick here to gain a little bit of speed and a couple of hundreds. Cocho in the lead at the moment. Keraav, another mistake in the start. Dropped quite a lot behind. Josss in the pack with WiiDii and Awa. Trailing 0.1 behind Cocho. Firestorrm still 0.3 behind, but he's still there. Oh, Cocho, Firestorrm geared up but did not lose time. He had a proper gear down. Cocho in the lead. Awa, WiiDii, Josss. Let's see it from Josss' perspective. Awa made a huge mistake. We all saw it. Cocho in the lead, WiiDii second, Josss third. Oh, WiiDii slides out a bit. Josss has slightly more speed and... oh, WiiDii for 4,000s. Oh, blah, blah, blah. 0.884 by Cocho. Okay, alarm, alarm. Washed, by the way. Cocho only 4th. And the GOAT strikes back with a 0.88. Good start from everyone. Good uphill from literally every driver, even Keraav, after 2 mistakes in the start. He's now in there. We have WiiDii for the moment, 0.2 behind everyone else. Let's see from Firestorm's perspective. WiiDii comes back strong. Oh, someone had the gear up. It's Josss. It's usually Josss who gears up and has a weird gear down. And he drops all the way to last. Awa with the mistake. WiiDii with a lot of speed slides out. Keraav with the mistake in the inside. Let's see it. WiiDii comes back. Josss stayed in there. Cocho is first. Firestorrm second. Josss third. WiiDii 4th. Holy moly, is it going fast? No, it's not world record. Cocho has a 53.7 as a world record in this map, James. Welcome to the stream, Flamecron. Welcome, welcome, enjoy. Oh, Cocho, alarm! Alarm! Cocho made a mistake! Alarm! This man is still human. And as we said, It's going to be way closer than we think. Cocho is not going to have an easy time against his 5 opponents. And right now we have the 3 spam players leading the field on an insane pace. No mistake, let's see it from Joss' perspective behind Keraav and Awa, while WiiDii and Firestorrm are battling for 4th. Keraav, no mistake. Awa, no mistake. WiiDii slides out a bit, might be overtaken by Firestorrm in the end. Keraav holding strong in 1st place ahead of Awa and just 3rd. Jesus Christ. WiiDii's 4th, Cocho is 5th, and believe it or not, but with a 54.37 you are last in this match on Me Gustas 2 by Olikyo. A 54.37. That's the level at which you're driving here. Let's breathe a bit while we still have the warm-ups and a bit of time, and see the warm-up driven by Joss. After the first map, Cocho somehow in the lead. Very surprising, 19 points. Firestorrm second with 16, WiiDii 15, 14 for Joss, 13 for Awa, 11 for Keraav. Still everything to play for. And here we are going to battle for... Oh, Joss, that was a nice way to save his line. Perhaps it's what he's consistent at, and it's his way to drive it. Definitely not what Firestorrm will try to be consistent at here. With the bonk into the chicane. Joss, nice time, 0.888. Here, as we discussed in the introduction, the... somehow, I hadn't planned Pinda, but somehow. Here, the round win, so if you want 7 points, and gain a couple of bonus points, you're looking for sub 58 times in this match, which is insane. By the way, I haven't missed you, Keraav. Awa with a bad start as well, while the 4 other drivers for the moment are in the top 4 of the scoreboard. Cocho, Firestorrm, Joss and WiiDii are battling in the top 4. WiiDii is 0.14 behind Joss and Cocho, top 2 in the moment. Let's see it from Firestorm's perspective in 3rd. WiiDii, low line, will have more speed than Firestorrm. Cocho is overtaken by Joss. Let's see it a bit closer from WiiDii's perspective. Can he overtake one of the 2 drivers? Neck and neck, Joss has it good, Cocho has it good, WiiDii as well. Cocho slides out a bit, WiiDii can snipe, WiiDii will snipe! Joss wins it in an impressive 57.75, WiiDii snipes with a 0.86, 58 thousandths ahead of Firestorrm, our 5th, Keraav 6. We said it was going to be an absolutely banger of a match with an insane pace from everyone, and so far we're not disappointed. Good start from everyone. Keraav in the lead, Awa and Firestorrm! Full stopping, too much inside, and it's not like he's just clipped, he like fully stopped into the wall. Joss for the moment in the lead. He seems to have a crazy pace on this map. Most players, Cocho included, prefer a low inside line in the first banking. Joss with his wide line, in which he struggled with yesterday. Today he has it good. WiiDii, very great speed, overtakes Joss. Awa, good ending. WiiDii slowed down a bit. Joss took advantage of that. WiiDii, he sniped Cocho. Can he now snipe Joss? No, he's a bit too wide. Joss wins it just ahead of James. WiiDii Bond, 58.007. Our 3rd, our 4th. Cocho, 5th, made a mistake somewhere. And Firestorrm, who full stop picked, is 6th. Cocho saying he had a bug, but we all know it was a mistake. We all know. Although he could argue that he got a bug, and I would believe him. Yes, Zik, WiiDii took the overtook ability potion between maps. That's all we wish him. Very great pace for the moment from everyone. WiiDii training at the back, in last position. Cocho in the lead, 0.1 ahead of everyone. We saw Keraav sliding out with his fifth. Our Firestorm, Joss. Big mistake by Firestorm. Cocho slowed down. It's Joss who's taking the lead. There are three. Oh, Cocho a bit to inside, got a bit of airtime and lost a lot of speed. Joss in the lead, battling with our WiiDii. Now it's his turn. A little clip. Let's see from Cocho's perspective how the battle for first is going, and Joss is on fire on this map. But a little bonk in the end, and he lost 2 positions. And Awa gets the first place. I told Awa before the match that he definitely had a chance and had the pace to keep up in this grand final, and he proves it to himself. I really do think that the most underdog of all players is Keraav, but even Awa will have a saying in this fight. Cocho wide, but still in there. It's WiiDii with an early mistake. Firestorm comes back strong. Firestorm is incredibly good at this left-right section. Cocho really great inside line to take the lead over Awa. Joss almost clipping, but does not. Firestorm 4th for the moment. Cocho in the lead. Joss, he's too wide, he's bonking there. He will drop all the way to last. Cocho once again, like in the previous round, had a bit of airtime there because he clipped on the inside. Firestorm is overtaking Awa. WiiDii battling on 4th ahead of Keraav. Can Awa come back to Cocho? Might be too little, too late. At this point, Firestorm will come out too short as well. 0.94 for Cocho in the lead. WiiDii 4th, Keraav 5th, Joss last. Holy moly pepperoni! And for a second there, Joss was on top of the leaderboard, and then after a very small mistake in the first place of Cocho, Joss goes from 2 points ahead of Cocho to being 4 points behind. Cocho 37, Joss 33. Awa, WiiDii 31. The consistency is paying for them. Firestorm 25. And with all due respect to Keraav, of course, but after what we saw in the Div 1 lower bracket final, with no big surprise for the moment, Keraav is last. We saw him getting better and better in the match and having a better pace as the match was going on. So I wouldn't count him out too early. Anything can still happen. Lagavulin by Slays, the most boring map of the map pack, and that most of the top players dislike, from what I heard. I don't like it myself, I'm not hiding it. And it's a map that Cocho was incredibly performant on in the previous matches, but WiiDii as well. Joss also has a good pace here. Firestorm is not that fast, but very consistent. And Awa has very strong end. I think it will mostly be a battle between WiiDii, Cocho and Joss, but all players will take so much risk to try to optimize every possible line that anything's possible. Awa with the best CP1 together with Keraav, the two spam players, showing that they are not dead. Cocho, very good start. Keraav slides out a bit, but he bonked! He bonked! Awa, Firestorm, Cocho, WiiDii. Joss made a mistake as well. He's a little bit behind. Awa 4th. Oh, Firestorm clips, but saves it. Does not lose too much speed. Cocho in the lead, battling with WiiDii. Joss, very good turn here. He moves, he moves up 2 positions. Cocho battling with WiiDii. At this point, it's tough to see how WiiDii can overtake Cocho. Josss, we saw Firestorrm with a small mistake being overtaken by Josss, and our Cocho in the lead. WiiDii second. The places should be set in stone at this point. Cocho wins in a 103.31. Bruh. And Firestorrm is 5th with a 0.89. And as I talked about yesterday and last weekend, in this kind of very easy map, very consistent map, the players with the higher skill set, and in particular for me, Cocho and WiiDii, are the favorites. Because they are the guys who will be the most consistent and will get the lines the most optimally most of the time. This is definitely the kind of map that rewards the players with a higher skill set, which is not a bad thing to have, but at the same time, there's so little to fight for in every turn. And for the moment, WiiDii took the lead ahead of Awa. We see Keraav is not too far behind. Firestorrm is in the mix as well. Awa second, Cocho is third. Oh, great turn by Josss, but slightly more speed for Firestorrm and Cocho. Let's look ahead how it looks like from Firestorm's point of view. WiiDii is in the lead. 700 ahead of Awa. Great turn here by WiiDii. Awa, Firestorm, Cocho, no one is clipping. WiiDii has the upper hand coming into the ending. Firestorm has a great last uphill. He's overtaking two people right now. Can he also overtake WiiDii? Cocho, Awa, WiiDii, Awa with the most speed. And Cocho is beaten by 3 players. He's only 4th, if I can put it like this, and WiiDii wins it in 0.45. Holy moly! Are these guys fast and consistent? Cocho really have to fight it all the way through if he wants to win $150 in this grand final. Oh, Awa with the mlam sound of Yoshi to try and perturb the other players, and it works for WiiDii, who makes a mistake. Raptor, my friend, welcome to the stream. One of the very first mistakes of WiiDii as Raptor comes into the stream. Is it a coincidence? I think not. Cocho spam Joss and spam Keraav, trailing right behind. Cocho has the upper hand at this point. If you're ahead after 20 seconds, you clearly have the upper hand for the rest of the map in this kind of lobbies. Because these players, they get all these lines equally as good as each other. Cocho in the lead. Josss had a slightly bad uphill, I do say slightly, but Keraav manages to capitalize, and he overtakes Josss. Awa 4th, Firestorrm 5th, and WiiDii last. I mean, especially on Slay's map, Zik, since the map is kinda easy, it's the easiest map to be consistent on, everyone will have a crazy pace. Everyone will have a crazy pace all the time, and you need to push and be incredibly good in every turn all the time if you want to score some juicy 7-pointers. Oh, Keraav with a huge mistake there. And we see that most players opt for a gear down in this turn, which is something we discussed earlier with Cocho yesterday, I believe. Both lines keeping the third gear and gearing down seems to be equal. From what I've seen from Fast in particular, I do think that having a very inside line, gearing down and keeping a lot of speed is by a couple of hundreds faster, but at the moment everyone within 13 hundredths of a second. Cocho 5th, will battling out with everyone. Firestorrm made a small... No, he's there, he's in the middle. Cocho is 5th. Cocho made a mistake, and we're coming to the final 2 turns. With the 4th, Awa holds on to first. Josss a bit shaky. Awa still first. Oh, but Bonks, but still wins it. 100 ahead of Firestorrm. Josss 3rd, WiiDii 4th. Cocho 5. Believe it or not, WiiDii is only 4th with a 103.65. This is insane driving from these drivers for the moment, as we are going on the 4th map of the map pack Delirium by James. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard as we are barely About 40% of the final in. I told you, we are here for an hour, if not more, in this grand final. Cocho still holding on to first place with a 7-point lead. Ahead of Awa. He was not confident going into this, but 49 points is second so far after his final first place on Lagavulin. WiiDii, very consistent, still holding on third, 47, Joss 46. Firestorrm is still not out, 38, as we see a lot of players bonking here and there. Keraav trailing behind again. He is the one guy who is the underdog and who I think lacks either the speed, the pace, or the consistency to compete with all these madmen. And once again, Firestorrm for the moment is trailing behind, but we've seen him in upper bracket matches. Firestorrm is a diesel. Once he starts having the pace, he becomes on fire and he's unstoppable. In the very first match, in his quarterfinal, Firestorrm was dead last after 2 maps, and then he was chaining wins and insane times. So don't count Pulse Firestorrm out for the moment. WiiDii in the lead. Joss actually taking the lead. Let's see from our perspective. Firestorrm, no, it was Keraav, I believe. Was Firestorrm? No, Firestorrm is in the lead. Yeah, Keraav made a mistake. Cocho. How far behind is he? He made a huge mistake. Firestorrm is in the lead, but Awa, Joss, and WiiDii are together with him. WiiDii has the most speed. Overtakes. Firestorrm had a bad line, drops to 4th. As we're going to the most critical turn of the map, this left-hander, this long left-hander where you want to keep grip and a lot of speed, Firestorrm overtakes Awa. Final uphill. This is incredibly difficult and risky. We see WiiDii lagging, but WiiDii not crashing, and WiiDii holds on to first ahead of Joss with a point 34. Firestorrm third, overtook Awa in the end. Keraav fifth and Cocho last. Cocho, this is terrible because he's losing points on everyone, and now look at the scoreboard. He's only 3 points ahead of WiiDii. And so, we've discussed it countless times on this stream, but this map, once you've passed the first uphill, there's nothing much that's going to happen until the last 15 seconds. Oh, and now it's Awa with a mistake. Cocho is in the lead. WiiDii just behind. Keraav, we have 2 guys bonking. And Keraav is the only one so far struggling with the blue line, on which people are looking to drift to get the most optimal line. Firestorrm had a small mistake, dropped 0.3 behind. Joss, 0.15 behind Cocho. WiiDii is 0.1 behind as we're coming into the end. Great turn by WiiDii and Joss. WiiDii is overtaking Cocho as we're coming into this final left-hander, which is incredibly difficult. WiiDii, Cocho, same speed, same lines, neck and neck. Joss trying to overtake. WiiDii a bit to inside. Might not have as much speed as Cocho, but also as Joss. No, Cocho will win. WiiDii second. 0.07 by Cocho to win this round. WiiDii was on a similar pace, but was slightly too much on the inside in the final uphill. He still got good pace and second place, but wow. Welcome back, Max, for this insane grand final we are having so far. Cocho with a bit of a different approach. We saw a couple of mistakes from both Firestorrm and Keraav. Double mistake. The drift here. Oh, Joss is exiting wide, but he still has a lot of speed. He will drop 0.3 behind. Awa, low speed. Cocho has a banger of a start. Let's move to Awa, who had a very rough start to the map so far. Finally, some juicy points for him after 2 dire rounds. Cocho still holding on strong. Let's see it. The battle for first. Cocho is too wide. He's losing a lot of speed, but WiiDii makes the mistake away as well. Awa overtakes. Joss overtakes. Cocho is still in there. WiiDii as well. Nothing's done in the side. Let's see from Cocho's perspective now. He's going full offensive. Everyone's making a mistake. Only Awa didn't clip. WiiDii comes back second. Firestorrm third. No, he's sniped by Cocho, who still takes third. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, this is absolute cinema as we're kicking off the final round on Delirium by James. Gosh, we have insane mistake in the start, believe it or not. But
You're dead.
this guy died in the start, Joss as well. Firestorrm had a bad start, Keraav had a bad start, and it's only Awa and WiiDii with a clean start so far. I said it a couple of rounds before. Once you're through the start, nothing happens until the end, but you must get through the start. And 4 players struggle with it. Let's look at the battle for the 7 points. Reminder, first scores 7, the second scores 5, and then it goes 1 by 1. So if you take a first place, it's definitely huge bonus. And Awa had a bad line, probably didn't clip, but he saved it. And WiiDii holds on to first, Keraav is third. Cocho is dead last. WiiDii taking another first place. WiiDii with a very good 56.07 times. Scores another 7-pointer. He scored 24 out of 28 possible points on this map, and now look at the scoreboard. Our hero, our GOAT WiiDii takes the lead. Absolute cinema as we're kicking the second rotation of maps. I have 10 seconds to look at the scoreboard while trying to finish my banana. This is terribly difficult. I'm talking so much I can't even finish my dinner. Keraav, dead last, 37. Firestorrm, 51. Again, don't count him out. I've said it countless times, don't count him out. Josss dropped to 4th, 59. Awa, 65. Cocho, 69. Nice. And WiiDii, 71. We said it fast, we said it before, Awa has the pace and consistency, he has proven he has the pace and consistency to perform in this grand final against this impressive set of players. Excellent start from everyone for the moment. Where's WiiDii? He's in the mix. Keraav, Awa, Cocho, WiiDii, neck and neck. Firestorrm is just behind together with Josss, currently in 5th. Oh, Joss didn't have a bad gear down. He's moving from 5th to 1st. WiiDii with shaky line, dropped to 4th. As we're coming to the end with the 6 players able to win it. Joss in the lead. That would be an impressive win for Joss. Cocho comes back strong with a lot of speed. Keraav, Awa, WiiDii, who wins it? Firestorrm is 6th with a point 28. We have WiiDii and Awa equal, point 12, point 13, point 15. Holy moly, this is dumb. This is what we're looking at is dumb. Cocho and WiiDii tied in the lead. Joss came back on Awa and the others. We had someone making a mistake, it is fine. No one made a mistake. WiiDii, very small mistake. He lost about 0.2, 0.3. Cocho, Joss, very strong start. Oh, Firestorrm, he's very low but didn't gear down, so he's still in the fight. WiiDii is looking to fight back. Let's look at Awa for the fight for first place. Joss, Cocho, Awa, Cocho overtook Joss. Joss had to adjust his line. Firestorrm comes back strong as well, but Cocho, smaller time, but he doesn't clip or anything. Cocho in the lead ahead of Joss. Awa second and third, Firestorrm fourth, Keraav fifth, and WiiDii is having a terrible start to this map. Oh, WiiDii, no!
You're dead!
He doesn't know the respawn, and that's insane. WiiDii went from first on the scoreboard with 71 to only +2 after 2 rounds. He's still second, but Awa 72, just 71, and Cocho took the lead back with 80 points now. We saw a mistake in the start by Awa. He is an entire second behind. It will be difficult for him to get anything else than 1 point unless a player makes a big mistake, which does not happen for the moment. Cocho, low line. Or Joss might have issues there. Yeah, he's a bit wide, but still had good speed. Firestorrm in the lead. This is the kind of round and pace that could turn him on and start to give him a lot of momentum for the rest of the match. WiiDii slide it out. Can Cocho catch up to the Pulse Driver? No. Firestorrm in the lead. Cocho second. WiiDii third, just ahead of Joss and Keraav. And our last. And as I said, don't count Firestorrm out. If he starts to get first places, to get some good times, he will start to get confidence and to get the momentum, and this is where he gets the most dangerous. Point 86, excuse me, his PB in round. It's like, it's the equivalent of a top 4 Trackmania on this map. Everyone in the mix for the moment, only Joss trailing a bit behind with our Firestorrm. Cocho had a bad turn, I think he geared up, geared down, and he even clipped. WiiDii taking over the lead, a long way ahead of Firestorrm and Keraav. Keraav died completely! Let's hope he knows the respawn way. At this checkpoint, WiiDii in the lead with a crazy sick 0.90 time, just ahead of Firestorrm 0.98. Let's look at Keraav. He knows how to respond now. 2 players below 54. This is insane. And WiiDii, after 2 difficult rounds on this map, scored 11 points and saved a bit his situation there. Cocho in the lead, 87, WiiDii 84, 77 for Awa, and Joss and Firestorrm starts to come back at 67. Question Booyah by Truly: do you prefer watching with full cars even if the other cars disappear, or whether one of them more but transparent? Wait, it works in a... Wait! That's something I mean, I just came back on the thing 2 months ago, and for the sake of spectating, I will keep it like this, like that, for the remainder of the match. I did not know that was a thing, truly. I did not know that in spectator mode that was a thing for the ghosts as well. I will keep it like this. No, I will keep it like this as much as possible. Trying streamer making... I will keep it like this so we see the cars in full and not transparent. It will be better. I will keep them in non-transparent, as we saw a mistake from Awa. Just made the only mistake in the tunnel. WiiDii Keraav trying to catch up to Cocho. Keraav a little bit behind. Cocho is a bit wide. WiiDii tries to come back, but Cocho has it good. We saw Keraav sliding out completely. Awa and Firestorrm might come back. Can Awa snipe Keraav? Ah, no, he clips. I'm keeping the name tags voluntarily. I'm keeping the name tags for the sake of everyone, because from just the ghosts, it's complicated to follow what's going on. Great start by Awa. Great start from everyone, actually. But thank you, Truly. Big up to my fellow NWT teammate. I mean, whether ghosts disappear no matter what... Wait, no, they don't seem to disappear again. Okay, no, this is good like this. Okay, I pressed one time too much on O. Ah, no, they are still... Okay, it's better, it's better. Let's keep it like this. WiiDii slided out and went all the way from first to fourth. Some critical points lost. No, because actually it doesn't matter whether there are 2 modes, whether the cars are transparent, whether they overlap and disappear. I have the issue in both non-transparent. I have the same issue in both non-transparent mode. I have pressed O again, but you will see the cars disappearing on top of each other. Doesn't matter. And if I put them transparent, press again on O, they can still disappear. See? But I will try to keep them transparent if it's better for everyone, so we keep seeing them. So I will keep it like this from now on. So we see the cars transparent instead of completely opaque, but... Oh, huge mistake by Firestorrm! Let's see it from Keraav's point of view, behind Cocho, Joss, and WiiDii. Awa with the mlem, but it's not enough to force a mistake, and except from Keraav. Cocho and Joss battling for first. Joss had already sniped Cocho once, and he does it again in point 84. Definitely a very good map for Joss. After a rough start, though, he had scored only 3 points until now, and now a good 0.7. Cocho in the lead, 100. The point limit, don't remember. Yeah, but the disappear and full but don't disappear do the same thing here, truly. At least in my settings, I would need to look at that in the launcher. So we will look at that for another competition. Sorry. Firestorrm, Cocho, Awa, WiiDii, Joss, Keraav trailing behind, but not that far behind. And look at him go! Look at him go! Let's look at the double banking and chicane from his POV. Firestorrm in the lead. Great turn! Oh, he clips! He clips! Let's look at WiiDii, who overtakes 2 people. He comes back to Firestorrm. Little bonk again for Keraav. WiiDii, that's the equivalent of 3 bonks. This silly mistake. Awa dies completely. And Firestorrm holds on to first place ahead of Cocho, and WiiDii still gets third ahead of Keraav, Awa, and Joss, the spam drivers. Not able to keep up for the moment. This is indeed peak Dirt esports, and the level is absolutely incredible tonight in this final. If you want me to come back to another ghost mode, you say it, but I'll keep it like this, however. Coming back onto Lagavulin for the second time, 7th map of the final. Cocho in the lead, 105. WiiDii, 100 flat, 89, 88 for Awa and Joss. Keraav with the Rota and Horn. Firestorrm 81 starts to catch up to Awa and Joss on third, and Keraav is still struggling in last. Only 7 and 8 points behind Joss and Awa for Firestorrm. But so far, WiiDii, despite a couple of silly mistakes and snipes against him, he's still having a great consistency, and he's able to battle with Cocho for the win, the overall win. Great start from Cocho. WiiDii in particular, with Joss. We know it's a great map for Joss and Awa, and they are proving once again. Firestorrm trailing 0.15 behind, 0.27 now. Joss with the mistake though. Firestorrm coming back on Awa. Cocho, at this point, it's tough to see how WiiDii can catch up to him. Awa, very inside line, but will have low speed. Firestorrm comes back to him. Cocho, WiiDii, 0.1 of each other. Let's move up to WiiDii to see the end. From his perspective, can he snipe Cocho while Awa and Firestorrm will battle for third? Great end by Cocho. WiiDii has it good. They have the 2 wheels extra speed. Cocho lost a bit of speed. WiiDii comes back with a lot of speed. It's not enough. Cocho should win it. 35 thousandths ahead of Firestorrm, who overtook. Awa made a huge mistake actually, and dropped 5th behind Joss, and Keraav trailed behind. Awa seems to have had a bug somewhere. I didn't catch where, as I was focused on the battle for first. Cocho 7 points ahead of WiiDii. Great start from everyone so far. No mistake, Awa with the bonk. And he's pretty much dead for this round. Keraav, slow start. Let's now see the top 4 from Joss's perspective. Great turn by Joss. Everyone had it a bit average, and he had it great. Firestorrm in the lead, just ahead of Cocho. Joss, great sequence of turns. WiiDii trailing in 4th, not able to keep up with the 3 other drivers for the moment. Who will prevail in the final? Firestorrm a bit wide, but has a very good approach into this final. Uphill, he's in the lead. Just a bit wide. WiiDii comes back with a lot of speed. He overtakes. Cocho still second. Who wins it? Joss snipes for 5,000. While Firestorrm set an incredible .35 time, Joss came back with a tremendous amount of speed to snipe WiiDii. And Cocho extends his lead to 117, while Joss is creeping in closer and closer to 3rd place. I said it earlier, don't count him out, because when he starts to gain momentum, he is on fire. Storm. Despite a bad start, Keraav made a mistake somewhere in the beginning. Firestorrm having troubles on this map, but he's still not too far behind, just .28. Good, very good turn here by him. Within the lead, just ahead of Awa and Cocho, just in 4th. Cocho will lose a little bit of speed. It's good for WiiDii, who will pull .1 ahead. Oh, it's incredibly tight for 2nd place behind WiiDii. It's incredibly tight, but WiiDii is not even sure to win it for the moment, because they are basically 4 for 1 spot. Joss lost everything there. WiiDii, Cocho is overtaking WiiDii. Firestorrm coming back with a lot of speed. WiiDii, will he be sniped once again in there? No, WiiDii prevails this time unless Cocho snipes him. No, it's for WiiDii. It's for WiiDii this time. 5,000 ahead of Cocho. Holy moly, is the level of this final incredibly high. Joss is 5th with a .67. We're getting closer and closer to 130. This is peak Dirt solo competition. Cocho still needs at least 2 rounds to reach final status. As we are on the final round of Lagavulin. Oh, mistake by Keraav. Another time, Keraav is not having the greatest time of his life. Joss as well. While Firestorrm had a difficult start. Awa in 3rd, behind the 2 monsters. Today, there are 2 gods, and there's the rest of the peasants looking at them from far away. It's WiiDii. WiiDii? DNF'd? WiiDii DNF'd? WiiDii? What? Whatever, Cocho in the lead, in front of Awa. Firestorrm 3rd, Keraav 4th. Just made another mistake. Oh no, WiiDii crashed. WiiDii's connection crashed. Can we pause? For the sake of esports, can we pause? He was battling for 1st with Cocho. There is no way this happened. He was battling with Cocho for another 1st place. Oh, this is a heartbreak. And this might make a huge difference. He is back. We're going back into action. Cocho is 1 point away from finals mode, so he simply needs to finish. WiiDii should have been at 120 or 122, but instead he's at 115, and so when Joss is not far behind. Firestorrm is at 99 together with Joss, our 101. Let's hope WiiDii will keep up the great pace and that won't affect his mindset and his momentum. He was driving so good so far. Cocho looking to deny points to his opponents. Firestorm still leading in front of Cocho. Keraav third, our fourth. Let's see it from Keraav's perspective. Perhaps I had a small lag myself. Oh, Firestorm died! I didn't see it, but Firestorm died. And so Cocho wins the round ahead of Keraav. WiiDii gets third. Our fourth was Firestorm. Firestorm had to respawn.
Ah! You're dead!
Between Phoenix living on in a cardboard box and having a 4G key and no electricity, Furox living in bus stations, and WiiDii not having internet. Please fund NWT, guys. Hey Junie Daps, welcome to the stream. You're right on time to see the climax on this. All eyes on Cocho, his finalist. He needs a first place to win it all and win $150, and so far he's in the lead. Firestorm second, Awa in the fight, Joss, Keraav, WiiDii trailing behind. Keraav with the mistake, Firestorm with the mistake, only Joss left to battle with Cocho for first, but it may be Cocho's time to win it all. WiiDii died somewhere in the back. Oh, Cocho!
You're dead!
Joss as well, but he saved it somehow. WiiDii training in dead last. Cocho failed. Awa in the lead. Will win it ahead of Firestorm. Incredible. I have never seen this fail from Cocho. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. And WiiDii seems to have struggled at the moment with his connection. He goes up to 120, Awa 111. Let's hope everything holds on for our goat. Schmaniol! Goat Schmaniol himself. I'm like, fun fact, I'm actually lurking in your trial streams lately, Schmaniol. It's a blessing to see you here. Oh, Cocho with another mistake. Cocho will not win $150 on this map. We have WiiDii, who needs at least 2 more rounds to reach final status. Firestorm, WiiDii in the lead now. Awa trailing in 5th, not far behind. Joss, Keraav battling to try and come back. Let's see the battle for first. Firestorm, WiiDii, Firestorm, WiiDii. They both clip a bit, but Firestorm prevails. WiiDii loses everything. He goes from first to last. Firestorm in the lead. He's been overtaken by Joss, and he clips in the end. Jesus, while Schmaniol, the goat himself, looks at us and even blames Lufok for not participating in this comp. Holy, are we having a goat stream and a goat dirt competition? WiiDii, with this last place, is still 2 rounds away from, with this 5th place, is still 2 rounds away from being finalist. Remember, it's a cup mode, up to 130 points. Cocho, 3rd round as a finalist. This time it was a mistake, an early mistake by Awa, who's trailing behind. Joss, great turn, Firestorm as well. WiiDii is in the mix. Once again, we are a very unbiased stream, absolutely not rooting for our friend and teammate of the team NWT, WiiDii. Cocho battling for first with Firestorm, Joss, and WiiDii. The end will decide it all. We've seen countless mistakes here so far on this map. Cocho pulls ahead. This may be it for Cocho. It's him or Firestorm. Firestorm on him. Firestorm with more speed. Can Cocho snipe? Cocho took too many risks and Firestorm prevails. WiiDii second. This is peak dirt esports. We have never seen it. Even in whatever Gamers Assembly, in whatever PDC you bring it up to me. This is peak dirt content. And Cocho is denied finalist mode for the 3rd time in a row. If not 4th, but I believe 3rd. Oh, this is spicy. Everyone take some time to breathe. Drink some water. We have 15 seconds to breathe. Let our heart rate go down for a little bit as we're coming back onto Me Gustas 2, where we've seen everyone driving crazy 53s. Cocho, Keraav, Firestorrm, WiiDii are able to do that. Josss as well, Awa as well. Here we go. Third rotation of the maps. First round on Oli Kyo's map, Me Gustas 2. Cocho is still finalist. WiiDii needs at least a top 4 position if he wants finalist. Awa and Josss are basically 2 rounds away, if not more. All eyes on Cocho. Perhaps the GOAT of Dirt on TM². For the moment, 4th behind Josss, Firestorrm and WiiDii. Oh, Josss is very high. Cocho's going ahead. Firestorrm, WiiDii, Josss, Cocho. This is incredibly tight. Firestorrm in the lead. Might be denying Cocho for 4th round in a row, but Cocho has a lot of speed. Good line. Firestorm still in the lead, but Cocho has a better approach. This might be it. No, Firestorm holds on to first. This is peak Dirt content. With insane 0.90 time by Firestorrm in first. I'm losing my mind. And now WiiDii top 4. He can win it after having a disconnect 5 rounds ago. WiiDii can win it. It's Cocho versus WiiDii. Firestorrm is 2 rounds away. And remember, Firestorrm has a beast of a pace on this map. Nothing's decided. WiiDii can clutch it. WiiDii with a crazy start ahead of Firestorrm and Cocho. Awa in 4th. WiiDii, Firestorrm, Awa, Cocho is trailing behind. Cocho, where is he? Where is he? Cocho is 4th. Behind Awa, WiiDii, Firestorrm. Coming to the banking. No gear up incident. WiiDii lost a 10th. Awa died. Firestorrm, WiiDii, Cocho. Perhaps we will have a winner. WiiDii versus Cocho. WiiDii jump too far on the right. Cocho overtakes. But WiiDii, good line, has more speed. Firestorrm, WiiDii, Cocho. This is going to be epic in the final turn. Cocho overtakes. And Cocho takes it home. Holy. I hope my neighbors in the building won't come bothering me, because this is peak Trackmania esports content here, live. Firestorrm needs a top 4 position to get finalist. WiiDii has been denied his first round in finalist status after a disconnection. Can he take it home? Take 75 euros home? It would be so deserved after such an amazing performance. Awa in the lead, Firestorrm 2nd, Keraav 3rd, WiiDii trailing just a little bit behind. All eyes on the NWT player. Awa, gear down, Keraav missed the transition. Firestorrm in the lead, right ahead of WiiDii. WiiDii taking every risk. He has a very good line. He's overtaking Firestorm. This can be it for 75 bucks. But Firestorm, crazy line, but loses some speed. WiiDii snipes.
Allez, second poteau Pavard.
This is so deserved for my friend and teammate WiiDii. This is so deserved, and this guy got a disconnection when he was at 115 points. And still on his 2nd finalist attempt, and now Firestorrm is finalist as well. Firestorrm, who's been 5th for 3/4 of the final. He was trailing back in 5th place, 10 points behind, if not 20 points behind 3rd and 4th. And now he can, on his first finalist attempt, perhaps clutch 25 euros in his pocket. Crazy good line. overtaking everyone. Crazy good line here on the left, but he had to gear up, gear down, loses speed. The 3 spam players looking to deny him. This is incredibly close. Keraav, Awa, Joss, Firestorrm, all coming up to descend. Awa completely missing, and Keraav might be denying Firestorrm his first finalist status attempt. Keraav with a .09 denies Firestorrm. Joss needed to win to be finalist. Awa as well. And Keraav hits 100 points. Honestly, huge respect for what WiiDii pulled in the end of this match. Because, I mean, Cocho as well. Cocho has been denied 4 rounds in a row, the victory. Clutches it. Then WiiDii, who's been denied by an incredible round of Cocho, the win, wins it on the next round right ahead of Firestorrm, who's having a crazy pace right now. I've said it, Firestorrm, once he starts to have the momentum, he is as much of a beast as WiiDii and Cocho are. And we are seeing, like, I mean, I don't care about Carl Jr., I don't care about Pac, I don't care about Murda, I don't care about what we've seen in Red Bull Faster. We are seeing as much epic Trackmania action in this match at the moment. In Dirt on Trackmania 2 Stadium. Keraav in the lead, all eyes on Firestorrm. Joss needs to finish. Same for Awa. No, Awa needs a top 3 positions. A top 3 position if he wants to be finalist. Firestorrm can still be denied the 3rd place and 25 euros. Keraav, Awa, Joss, Firestorrm, Keraav in the lead in front of Awa. Firestorrm is not far behind, Joss is trailing behind. Keraav, lot of airtime, loses it. Firestorrm with good speed. Keraav saved his line despite lots of airtime. He's pulling ahead, 0.2 ahead of everyone else. Keraav still holding on to first. Firestorrm might not be able to snipe. Joss will get finalist and Awa will not. We have 2 finalists. Awa 129. This is a heartbreak. Keraav 107. 2 finalists. Who will get 3rd? Behind Cocho and WiiDii. Joss or Firestorrm? Firestorrm or Joss? Or can Awa clutch it? Can Keraav deny another round? Everyone having a 6 start to this round. I'm sorry, I can't keep up with the chat right now. I'm so sorry. But this round, this match, is absolutely insane. Joss and Firestorrm finalists, and we saw Keraav with a small mistake. It's Firestorrm versus Joss at this point, but can Awa deny? Oh, Joss clipped a little bit, but didn't die. Joss with a lot of speed. Firestorrm has the good line. Firestorrm has the better line. Firestorrm is pulling away. 0.1 ahead of Joss, but he clipped! He clipped! This might be it! This might be it, sadly. Oh, Keraav with a snipe, perhaps. No, it's going for Joss. Congratulations, Firestorrm, with the smallest of clips. Joss clutched the 3rd place. Firestorrm got denied twice, and Joss won 25 euros. What an incredible Dirt Masters Grand Final. It was a banger of a match. I hope everyone enjoyed it in the chat at home. I hope I made you live this to the fullest. It was incredible. 1 hour of peak dirt action on Trackmania 2 Stadium. And if this is not the proof that Nadio fucked up by smoothing the blocks way too much in Trackmania 2020 and made a mistake by killing dirt on the new game, well, I don't know what is. Thank you, Habu, for the message. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That was I was not believing we would leave such an incredible final after all the unbalanced matches we had in quarterfinals, in semifinals, all the players not showing up. But these 6 players, even Keraav, because Joss can thank Keraav a lot, because if Keraav does not deny on the first round and follow, Firestorrm would have closed it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching it. Thank you so much to the players for putting up such a great show. Thank you so much to Neroche and Joss for this competition. That was an absolute banger.